right, no table is safe outside of Highmark Stadium because this crowd is loud and this crowd is ready for a ball game. We're just outside of Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York. Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. And we're off and running from Western New York. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now they turn to their rookie from Georgia for the first time. He'll cobble together a yard there. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Darnold to throw. Complete here to Bowers. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Throwing here, Darnold. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. A lot of grass ahead. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Darnold now to throw. Got a man. Bowers has it. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Raiders first. They've got a man in motion. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pass complete, that's Devin Duvernay. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Second down, looking for options. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. He slides down inside the 5-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. First and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Is in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders finish up an excellent opening series. Blake Groupie to try the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. So an early hiccup after the touchdown as the score will stay at 6-0. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. First tone of the game for James Cook. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Another one for Cook. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Trayvon Merrick there for the stop. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be third down. Now Allen. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing fourth down.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Defense coming off that incompletion needs one more stop here on fourth. They'll go. Allen. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over him.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Now Darnold. He's on the move. On the run right. Throwing deep. Intercepted in the end zone. Kyer Elam makes the play. And the Bills get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice. Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays. Because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Tracked down by Robert Spillane. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They are facing 2nd down deep on their own end. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
56.
Running back sent in motion. Allen on 3rd down. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offense up to the line fast. They will go. It's Allen. He connects downfield on 4. Hits the 20. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Again, it's Cook. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive. Try to stick them with the loss and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Stop. We'll go.
3rd and goal for Allen. And in, touchdown Buffalo. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Bass gets the extra point to go. And they'll take the lead. pass now to kick this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Another carry for him. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking it in the booth, I know that play caller is too. That could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. Go get the 1st down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
Play action on 1st down. Buying some time right. That one's on the mark. Jacoby Myers. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Here we go, set.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He's got a gain of 6 there. Making the stop that time, Taron Johnson. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Set.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Set.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run, well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark. The Raiders driving ahead. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Go, set. Man, 80.
Here's Darnold. Completed to his running back. And they'll advance Punts this down to the 5-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Ready?
Darnold looking to throw. On the move, hit it, and that's caught. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders get some late points and the lead. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Raiders leaving the offense out there. They want to add 2 more to that touchdown. He's throwing for it. Buys time, rolling right. He's got it. Looks like both feet were in, and that's going to get them 2 points. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Allen setting up play action. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take over after the interception.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
They kick the running back in motion. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. And the Bills are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Allen now on 1st down. That's incomplete left side. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. And now they face 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Coleman with the grab. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Running back sent in motion. Allen to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught for the first. And he'll get it up to the 27. So Buffalo's going to call it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Half 85.
On 1st down, Allen. This is complete. Jalen Tolbert. Gets a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation could create the big play down the field.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
What's that?
Play action now. Allen. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Go.
1st down throw for Allen. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the red zone. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
What's that?
Allen on the play action. Throw caught at the 6. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Go.
1st down from the red zone. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. And now the Raiders call for the 1st of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal.
Out. What's that?
To throw again, it's Allen. Catch is made in close. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills earn the chance to tie it before halftime. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird
Ooh.
in the 3-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Or maybe like
no,
a Tyrese Maxey, you know, but
Well,
whatever.
the kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
Bass now to kick this away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half.
Ready? Ready?
They kick the running back in motion. Chased out to his right. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
Here we go, son. Here we go, young lady. Ready? Set.
Back to throw it. Oh, no, they get him yet again. That's Cole Bishop. And the Bills do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Look out.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Good job.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Monday. Look out.
Here's 2nd and 11. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Set to the ground by Kyler Gordon.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Hey, home.
They'll motion him out of the backfield.
What's that?
Allen on 3rd and short. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
Go.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Hey, home. What's that?
He's back to throw. Working the sideline. That's Coleman. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at midfield. Left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the first.
What's that?
Now a give to Cook, running left. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. That's A.J. Epinesa on the tackle. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
Five wide.
Pressure coming. It's Allen. Short pass brought in. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Markers reset. Ball at the 37.
What's that?
Trying it left side with Cook. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Great defensive effort to reject that one. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
Catch is made down the right sideline. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
This is Cook on the handoff. And he's able to push this down to the 12. Pickup of 8 on the run. And that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
What's that?
Cook trying this one up the gut. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Putting a receiver in motion.
Look out!
Here's Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a James Cook touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there, not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7. Pass now to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Darnold finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They'll run here on first down. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Making the stop that time, Taron Johnson. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Darnold now to throw. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
I mean, you could see it right there. The trajectory of the ball changed as it was in flight. You know, on shorter throws, receivers, they can focus, they can adjust quickly. But on a long-distance throw like that, a tip, well, it really alters the course of the ball and makes it so tough to make an adjustment in time.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Throwing here, Darnold. Connecting on the slant. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. To throw, here's Darnold. Forced out to his right. Complete, it's Myers. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Raiders football, and they'll get to work, coming into the quarter trailing. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
We go, son. Ready. Set.
Still sticking with the passing game. Finds him on the slant. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Working quickly here. Working inside the red zone. Runs it in for the Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders now trail by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now Allen. Hauled in left side. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Now it's Cook. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Alert! Alert!
Running back sent in motion.
We go.
2nd and 6 now. Cut out left. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. They'll try the right side with Cook. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
From the 42. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You know, when we watch the Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10, because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack.
It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a Bills first down. This is Cook. And he carries it for a big gain that gets him down into the red zone. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
On the handoff, here's Davis. Oh, no, the ball is loose. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. It's a gain of 4. And that's good for a Bills first down. Ooh, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with them in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate. Will they put the ball back in his hands, trust him again to hold on to it, and maybe go get that touchdown you know he so badly wants?
And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Second down now, 7 to go. They send a man in motion.
Look out.
Another one for Cook. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. Stuck to the ground, but nothing gained that time, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
Alert, alert, alert. Where's that?
Looking to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Bills in range for a game-winning score.
A 37-yard attempt.
That one is good. And late in the 4th, they have grabbed the lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Cut. Cut.
Back to throw. That one's complete, right side. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
A gain of 12. First down, Las Vegas.
Here he is to throw. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. Try getting that one to Brock Bowers. And it sets up 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. He'll look to throw it. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking to throw it. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And they jump on top of it. Ooh, a clutch recovery to clean up the mistake this late in the game. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
A conversion unlikely, but the offense is going for it. 4th and 13. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Here he is to throw. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And it's recovered by the offense, but Brock gets 4th down. We know only the fumbler can advance it, so this is still going to be a turnover on downs. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Cook. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. All right, here we go, 2nd down. Hands off here to Davis. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
They'll go again with Davis. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Setting up for the kneel down on third. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.